Ask Tom on Home Show.
Teresa from Fredericksburg has a crack concern.
Well, she does. She found this one on her house.
That kind of crack.
That way, right. And you can see that it's running down not just through the mortar, but through the bricks itself, Tom. She wants to know, is this something that I should be concerned with? It does not go down to the foundation, she says. So is it a foundation problem, Tom?
Actually, that's the kind you're not concerned with besides the way it looks. No, it's not a foundation problem at all. When you have a foundation problem, it's usually a stair step, is what we call it. And it usually follows the mortar. And it'll be wider at the top and closed at the bottom, or vice versa, but usually wider at the top because the foundation is starting to move like this and pulling it apart. That one there is just an expansion issue, and it's not a big deal at all. I can't see the whole wall. I can't tell her what to do with it. It really probably just needs, if you're concerned about it, a little brick repair work, and a lot of companies out there will repair it. And it's just expansion and contraction. We've had some wet weather. We had the cold freeze. We had a bunch of stuff going on this last year. But that is not a major issue at all. That is no reason to lose any sleep or expect a huge payout somewhere down the road.
What about repairing something like that, Tom? I mean, is that going to mean replacing some of those bricks, obviously, that have cracked? Or do you do something else with those?
If you want to repair them, you can. There are companies out there that could probably get a little filler that's the same color as the brick and just put it in there. But if you got a company out, they'd probably just replace the cracked bricks if you wanted them to, mortar them in and leave it at that. If you wanted to do it at all, if it's really unsightly and bothering you, or you can just see someday if it gets worse and do it. But it doesn't necessarily have to be done today. It can be done only for aesthetics when you feel like it.
But you don't feel that, so that's not like a structural problem or anything like that. It's just...
Not at all, because it's straight down and it's just expansion and contraction.
Okay.
It could be that you just have a big brick wall and I can't see the whole wall, and it's going to give somewhere when you get a lot of extreme weather patterns. And I'm looking back at the freeze we just had here last February, and so it might have been a result of the freeze too, and a lot of people don't realize it until later.
All right. If you realize you have a problem later, it's never too late. You can go click on the blue Ask Tom button at HomeShowRadio.com. And it'll take you to this page where you can decide to send us a video or write to us and fill this form out, put in the pictures if you got them. Like it helps us, like that helped us with Teresa to know exactly what kind of problem she had. If she had just written, Tom, that she had a crack and she wasn't sure, you'd be saying, well, does it do this? Does it do that? And the picture helped us see that. So go ahead and send us pictures. It helps. And we like to help you. And so that's why Tom does these. A new one goes up every day on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and of course at HomeShowRadio.com.